Sir, I'm so nervous. I don't know anything regarding this sales and this one.
Okay.
Previously, I've already told you, so I don't know where to start.
No problem. It's fine. Right now, do you have a question? You don't have a question. No
I
problem.
don't know.
The question is how to get over nervousness. That's the way, by asking questions. Okay. Also, Azano is new to the community. I think she just joined recently. Let's hit it for Azano. Let's go in 3 seconds. Three. Okay, Azano, but before we welcome you, you have to keep your video on, yeah? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you keep your video on? Is that possible? Hi, good to see you, ma'am. Awesome. Let's hit it for Azano. Where are you joining from?
I'm right now in Noida.
Noida. Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining. And I think you joined last week. Let's hit it for Azano, who's joined this beautiful community. Let's go in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome, Ajana. Welcome on board.
We love you, Azanu.
Welcome, Azan.
We love
We love you,
Love you,
Azan.
Azanu.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Don't welcome anybody. Just give love. That's it.
Love you all. Love you all.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, cool. Next person. Amrita.
Yes, sir.
Madam, do you have questions or no?
Actually, I joined bit 15 minutes late. The whole session ends there only.
Are Baba, I asked the question. Do you have questions? Yes or no?
No, sir.
So if you joined late, why are you telling me that? Whose problem is that? Mine or
Yeah,
yours?
it's my issue. I am sorry for
Why are you
that.
telling me your problem?
Yes, yes.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't understand. Many people say that I joined late. They come in the webinar and they say I'm late. So what do I do?
Yeah, sorry, sir.
No, not sorry. It's our mindset. Even I blame my mom for some mistakes I make.
Yeah.
Okay. Take high accountability. Okay.
Yes.
No, I'm not. Okay. Wonderful. Also, congratulations. Let's hit it for Amrita. She did 20 sales calls after she joined in the community. Let's hit it for her. Let's go in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
We love you, Amrita.
We love you, Amrita.
Amrita.
Very
Yes,
good.
thank you, everyone.
Charan, any questions? I joined late, sir. Charan's daughter is joining. He's on mute. That means he must be traveling or he must be in some Shirdi or some divine place. All right, cool. He'll take till tomorrow to figure out. Okay, no, I'm joking. Too many jokes. Cool. Okay, let's start with the most important thing. Okay, what is the most important thing in sales? Can everybody type in the chat box? Type in the chat box. What is the most important thing in sales? Conflict resolution, building relationship. Amazing. Type one word, less than 10 seconds. Customer pain. Okay, excellent answers. So, how does a person do a sale? Using his mouth. Correct? Raise your right hand if you agree with me on that. If a person is speaking on the mouth, and that's how the sale is done, because it's not an online sale. It's not like you're buying something on Amazon where code can be written, because you're speaking from your mouth, etc. The most important thing is, I believe, is single word. The most important thing I believe for sales are your values. Your values, your foundation and fundamentals. Okay? Because you're here for the long term. Cool. So let's first look at the values of this community. You get it? This is a very, very subtle but deep concept. Is that fair? And from your values and foundation comes your last thing. What is that? Anybody? Is your intent. Is everybody okay with that? What is your true intent? The more genuine your intent is, the bigger the outcome will be and the mission will be. So let's look at what is Pixel Test intent first. Is that okay? So once again, so pixel this. Okay, the most important thing is the vision. So what is the vision of our community, right? And I hope those are the vision statements that will trickle down to you. Number one, so the goal is to build high-tech, empower 1 million people in premium skills and technology. So we have AI, we have blockchain. These are with IIT Madras right now, right, Pravartak? The next one that we're coming up is this is in progress, is high ticket sales, both using in India and US, right? The next one which you are part of, the next one that's coming up is, this is not confirmed, but cybersecurity might be coming up with IIT Hyderabad. Okay, the goal is to genuinely, current education techniques are not the best. Okay, I believe that, because people are taking a lot of time to learn basic concepts. At least that's what I believe. To build a community of 20,000 or 1 million, which is 10 lakh, coaches, AI scientists, PL professionals, and sales individuals. Who can launch their own businesses. And create value-driven people. Your values are the most important, okay? And use technology to solve meaningful problems. Is everybody okay with the mission? Type M in the chat box. This is arguably the most important thing, okay? And as part of the subset of the mission, you want to empower as many people to live a rich and peaceful life. You're optimizing for peace. You can't always be happy and you can't always be sad. So peace is the midpoint. So that's why I call it EQ plus SQ plus IQ, which is emotional quotient plus spiritual quotient plus IQ. Okay. So your mental health is most important, then your financial health, and then your physical health. Okay. Cool. As the case might be. So right now we are focusing on the financial health because you are part of this. Okay. What is our code of honor? Number one, first thing, think independent. Thinking first principles is the most important. Dependent thinking is not correct. When you are stuck, try to ask for help. First off, as much as possible, try to independently think, right? Try to solve the problem, use ChatGPT, use Gemini, all of these AI tools, or then you ask for community members for help. Is everybody okay with that? Type 1 in the chat box. Okay. Number 2, long hours or flawless work ethic is very, very important. Be okay with working hard. Okay. Next, personal branding. It's very important to build your own personal brand. I know you guys are doing sales, but start posting content on YouTube and LinkedIn, because you'll get the high quality content, people even in the US or India. Next, integrity is very important. Be very, very honest and high integrity on yourself. Next, your efficiency, and be abundant in thinking. There's a lot of money to be made. So don't be in a rush. It's a long-term thing. And this is a beautiful family with strong values, and start it. And unemotionally give 5% of your net worth and to charity of your, not net worth, but at least 5% contribute every week without fail. Is that okay? Type 5 in the chat box if you're okay with that. Okay, good. Now let's look at straight away what is the mindset you require for. I apologize for the sound behind, because it's kind of really painful. Okay, so let's deep dive straight into the basics. Uh, Okay. First thing, how does a sale happen? Can anybody tell me 30 seconds? How does a sale happen? What is the biggest contributor to a sale? In high ticket sales, what is the biggest contributor to the sale?
Pain extraction and gold.
You can paste in the chat box. Chat is enabled, right? You guys, yeah. What is the biggest contributor to sale? Pain extraction and goal. Okay. Customers trust. Okay. Okay. So the fundamental unit, not just high ticket sale versus low ticket sale, is the most biggest. Studies have been shown, I think by Harvard or somebody, that the biggest reason for a high ticket sale or a low ticket sale, any sale, was the following. The biggest contributor for sales, studies have shown, of course, yes, many of you have said pain extraction and all of that. That's correct. The biggest contributor for a sale is reciprocity. How many of you went to a shop and sometimes you saw a small chocolate and you went into the shop because the chocolate was there and you ate it? Do you remember that? Type C in the chat box if you know what I'm talking about. Some of you were passing by a shop and there was a small chocolate in the front, bag of chocolates for free, and you picked up the chocolate, and then by the time you went inside. How many of you saw that in you went past a bakery shop and sometimes he gives you free samples? You guys understand that? Reciprocity is nothing but you give something to the other person of value. Give something for free value to the other person. Okay? What are the different kinds of free value that you can give the person? Anybody?
Bonus. Bonus, sir. Any bonus, free tools, or like that.
There's just way too much noise on my side, so you have to type. There's too much noise, so you have to type in the chat box. What is the different kind of free value you can give? Okay, so the first thing is you can show a lot of free value. One can be newsletters, free trials, PDF tools, but on a call, what is the free value you can give? You're doing a high ticket sale call. How can you give free value there? Anything else? Sorry, is this better? Is my audio better?
Yes, actually, there is no problem with your audio. The audio is very clear.
Yeah, you have to type in the chat box. This procession is going to go. Okay, reciprocity is the most important thing. So if the reciprocity is the most important thing, right? So you are not in a webinar, right? You're on a call. So when you pick up the call, within the first 5 seconds, the person is going to decide if, what is the person going to decide? If you are valuable enough to provide him, like Anirban said, time and attention. You're understanding? I repeat, how many of you spoke to your friends and after some time you stopped speaking to them? You stopped speaking to your friends because you didn't find any value talking to them. Is that correct? Type F in the chat box if you remember friends with whom you stopped speaking to. Same thing, reciprocity, other way. Many friends stopped speaking to you. Why? Because there was no more value in that conversation. You got it? So value is the most important, like in terms of reciprocity. Now, in a phone call, in 15 minutes, how can you provide them value for free? Anybody? So this is absolutely very, very good. So you have to provide them free value by first and the most important is the time and attention to them, not the product. Okay? You have to provide them value about them. How? By knowing about them a little bit. By knowing their background a little bit. Okay? They are checking in the first 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, if the other person is able to provide them value or not. Okay? So first you have to earn that. Right? The more you are listening to them, the more they are keeping the customer ahead. So the most important thing is customer is always the king. I always believe that. Okay? You're getting it? Customer is the king. But your frame is always the frame of a counselor. You're not customer support. Why? Customer wants the service. He has attended the masterclass or bootcamp or signed up for the session. Is he interested or not interested? He is very, very interested. Whether he will take it or not depends on how much value you provided. His action speaks louder than the words. Okay? Action speaks louder than intent. Okay? Action speaks louder than your intent. Okay? So customer is always the king and action speaks louder than the intent. If a person has signed up, he has gone through 4 to 5 stages of the hoops. That's the most important thing. Okay? He has finished, clicked on the, maybe he has watched the webinar, maybe he has clicked the ad, all of these things. Okay? So that's the number one thing. Next. The most important thing is let's look at the basic mathematics. Let's look at some of the simple mathematic numbers. In any system, so I was going through, let me tell you a small story. So when we used to, so I used to fly, I grew up in Kuwait, Middle East, and there was this one time when I was, as a child, I was coming back and I saw, we were in Air India. The air hostess told the person to go, the economy people on the right side, and on the left side, it used to send all of the people to the business class. How many of you have seen that? Type S in the chat box. Most aircrafts have that. Have you seen that in a flight? Right? You'll have economy, business first. Now, it got me thinking at that time, what is so special about those people? If you notice all the time, the thing is, 15% of the people go to the business or the higher classes. If you notice even the roads, when you're traveling in your car, right? If you notice on the road, you see a lot of people, some of them have premium cars. How many Mercedes Benz, you might ask? Turns out 15% of the people have premium cars. How many of you have seen that? Type 15 in the chat box. Have you seen that? Very good. Next, even if you go to Starbucks coffee, if you've had it, there's, small, medium, large, all of that. Turns out there are people buying the large coffee just for the heck of it. How many of you have seen that? Type C for coffee. Starbucks coffee, if you have seen that, at least seen that. You might not have purchased it, but somebody else is going to purchase it. 15% of people in any system across the place are high ticket buyers. Is everybody clear with this concept? 15% of system are always premium buyers. So you have 15% people are high ticket, 15% are low ticket. That means no matter what you do, they are going to be cheap people. They can't, no matter what you bargain, etc., they won't pay. And what about the rest? How many are left? 70% of these are C. What does C mean? Anybody? What does C mean? Excellent. 15% of the people are convertible buyers. What does this mean? That means if not today, tomorrow, if you have a premium offer, they will come back and purchase. How many of you have seen when you're buying the flat, first time you see, maybe you're seeing 2-3 options, but later you'll go back after 1 month or 2 months and buy that. Type 70 if you have understood this basic math. 15 are high ticket, 70 is convertible, and 15% are low ticket. The central issue is, unlike a car, if a person is sitting in Mercedes Benz, do you think he's a high ticket buyer? Yes or no? Most likely. Maybe. Most likely he is, right? Most likely. I'm not saying a person who's sitting in another car might not be. Most likely. There are signals. If a person is wearing a suit and a tie, is he a high ticket buyer? Most likely. Yes or no? Yeah. So he's most likely to be a premium buyer. So the thing is, how do we track these high ticket buyers? The whole game is about that. What are the signals about these high ticket buyers? Okay. So what are the signals? So now because you're calling, you have a few signals. What are the signals? So let's look at every signal. So each signal starts with something called a lead. What is the meaning of a lead? Anybody? What is the meaning of a lead? Okay. Anirban, what is a lead?
Okay, I said that I think it is like the pointers which are leading to a prudent, a wise guesswork.
Very good. Shiva, what is a lead? Sorry. Yeah, you can unmute.
Lead means
Huh? What is the meaning of lead?
the possibilities of it's a first step of sales. I think.
Okay. Ravi, what is a lead?
Customer information, sir.
Okay, what is customer information?
It's name, email ID, contact number,
Huh?
all that. Name, email ID, contact numbers.
Supriya, what's a lead? Yeah, what is a lead?
The person who attends the webinar or a different type of webinar having the same content.
Okay, very good answers. Can I give you the answer? Type A in the chat box. So a lead is simply basic definition. Anybody whom you can reach out to. How many of you want examples of this? Type E in the chat box. A lead is anybody whom you can reach out to. Can I give you a small test and you learn the examples? I am seeing a person on a Mercedes Benz driving past on the road. Is he a lead? Yes or no? Type in the chat box. Somebody saying yes, person on the Mercedes Benz. Maybe not. Because he could be a high ticket buyer, but you don't have his information to reach out to. And you must be able to reach out at will. Anybody whom you can reach out to at will. What is at will? At my beck and call. Like you are a person, right? You are reaching out to the other person. That person is a lead. Another example. Person who attended, came to Starbucks, coffee shop, bought coffee and paid via credit card. Is he a lead? or paid via credit card, but did not leave his phone number. Is he a lead? I repeat, a person who walked into Starbucks, paid via credit card, did not give his phone number information, did not give his phone pay information, nothing. He just bought the coffee and left. Is he a lead? For Starbucks, is he a lead? Very good answer. He is not a lead. Okay, can I give you another test? Are you enjoying this? Type T in the chat box. Thoda pyar to do. Person came to Starbucks. The cashier told, please input your phone number, and he gave the correct phone number. Is he a lead for that Starbucks? Yes or no? Type Y in the chat box if you are thinking yes or no. He is a lead to that Starbucks at that time. Another example, you guys loving it? Type T in the chat box. Person came to Starbucks, paid through credit card, took the coffee. Lady said, hey, can you give me your phone number for the rewards entry or whatever? But he gave a fake number. Is he a lead? Yes or no? At that moment, he is not a lead. Did you guys understand this? Type 100 in the chat box if you understood the concept of a lead. Lead is a person whom you can reach out to at will. You got it? Brilliant. I love you guys. One of the best classes ever. Next, YouTube subscriber to Pixel Test high ticket sales. Is he a lead? Yes or no? Think carefully and answer. Person who gets this right is going to get a shabash from me. What is the definition of a lead? Person whom you can reach out to. Okay, so YouTube subscriber, technically he's a lead, but is he easy to reach or hard to reach? He's actually, anybody? Type E if you think he's easy to reach. Type hard if you think he's hard to reach. Okay, so if you guys know YouTube subscribers are hard to reach. Did you notice that? How many of you were mind blown by that? Type MB in the chat box. YouTube subscribers are hard to reach. If they leave the email, that is different, but they're actually hard to reach. Okay? YouTube getting a subscriber is also hard. YouTube watching is the easiest. Can I give you one more test answer? Test question? Type T in the chat box. Instagram. Somebody you started following Starbucks. You started following Starbucks, and Starbucks started following you. Is it a lead? Yes or no? Absolutely brilliant answer. I congratulate you because you're using Instagram very well. Thank you. I'm messing with it. Instagram is actually easy because once you follow, you can DM him. How many of you have DM'd your friends? Type DM in the chat box. Okay. So lead. How many of you are absolutely now clear? Each platform is very, very different. And you understood the concept of, okay. One of the most powerful information for reaching out to a person at will is what? So, depending on the kind of person, name is a useless information. It is some information, but not with a name. You can't just reach out. You know the name of Narendra Modi. Can you reach out to him? You know the name of Virat Kohli. Can you reach out to him? So, typically, phone number is a good information, the right phone number. Email is also a good lead information, but email is a little less powerful. Okay, so phone, email, Instagram handle, all these Reddit handles, all are good leads. But the highest and the most powerful in this is what? Phone number. So now, what is the most important thing about the lead? The lead, fill in this blank. 2 words. What is the most important thing about lead? Somebody's asking about LinkedIn. LinkedIn depends. If you are a follower, it is not a lead. It can be a lead because if you post something, everybody can see that, but it's not that strong. But if you can, if you are a friend, I think in LinkedIn, friend or whatever connection, you can reach out. You can do a DM to them. Okay. So everything is not like it's tricky. Okay. Cool. What is the most important thing about this? So what is S dash dash E? Anybody? What is the most? So the most important thing, even before you open the call, even if you start talking in a sale, is about the score. Lead score, or some people call it quality, or some people call it read relevance. All are the same words. Okay, guys, don't get confused with the jargon. Market has different jargons. Read relevance or quality is the most important thing. You guys got it? So high ticket sales is nothing with working with your leads, because 15% of them are going to be high ticket buyers. You got it? Even if you see 15% of the people in the car, all Mercedes-Benz, Audi, you might not have their phone number, so it's useless. One can argue on the road when you're going near traffic booths, when the car stops. Have you seen some people who are selling, like I saw recently when I was going to visit a cousin's function, on the road, a person stopped and he gave me his, so that phone stand is there, no, for the car. So my mother was like, you're always on the phone. Why don't you actually buy that? So the guy came and he targeted, mine is a big car. He didn't target the smaller cars. Was that guy who was selling, was I a lead for him? Yeah. No need a phone number, no need of email. At that point, at that traffic junction, I was a high quality lead for him. All he saw was the slightly larger car. Simple. How many of you witnessed this in traffic signals? So lead. What is the lead? Access. Tuck, tuck, window. He didn't go after my mother. He went after me. Okay. Lead is a person you can reach out to. Okay. Very good. So phone number. So for online sales, phone number is the most important. How many of you agree with me? Email is more. Then you have subscriber. Then you have follower, so on and so forth. I am not going to write all of that. Okay. Because you're not doing all of these things. Cool. The most important is the lead score and the lead quality. So let's look at lead score and lead quality in depth. How many of you are clear with the math? Type M in the chat box. So if you give 100 people the offer in a day, 15% will buy no matter what. Okay. You just have to offer. You have to get them to the offer. Okay. Now let's look at lead score. So now that we're doing online sales, what is online? When you are not meeting the customer, first thing is about trust. Let's look at trust. How is trust built? What are the best ways? Humans first, we are all flesh and blood, unless some of you are AI. I think Shiva is AI. Okay. What is the highest way to build trust? Option A, if you're meeting a person in person. Option B, meeting a person on Zoom. Which way is more trust, A or B? Yes. In fact, one of my friends, so when you get marital proposals and all, how many of you remember? So when my brother was getting married, I remembered that we used to go to the brides, prospective brides' houses, and they would give sweets. Why? First, trust is built in person. So I would say in person is the highest quality of trust. Okay. There was this one time in Chennai when I did the IIT Madras event. One person came in, he met me, immediately paid 3 lakhs. He was in my system for 1 year. He never paid, but the minute he met, some people love that because all your senses are triggered. What are the 5 senses we have? Smell, eyes, ears, skin, all of these, right? 4, 5 senses, whatever, are triggered. They are the primal way to build trust. Type S, if you have understood that. Your senses need to be triggered. You're getting it? When the senses are not triggered, sometimes you have to only be on Zoom, etc. If that is not the case, this is the order, right? If in-person is not something you can do, then what you can do, worst case or next best case, is virtual. Virtual. Or some people call it online, some people call it remote, some people call it digital. Is that okay? For trust. Why? Let's look at the number of senses here. Are eyes triggered? Yes, eyes are triggered. Are ears triggered? Yes, ears are triggered. What is not triggered? Smell. Skin also, there is something. I am also not completely sure about the science of the skin, but it is there. Okay, somebody knows, you can let me know. Here, all are triggered. Eyes, ears, your smell, your touch or skin. When I say skin, it is touch, okay? How many of you shake hands? You've shaken hands? Right? Yeah. So, these are all triggered. This is the fastest way to trust a person or not. Okay, trust is built like this. These are triggered. These are not triggered. When these are not triggered, there is always going to be some element of mistrust. It is not your problem. That's the way the medium is. You getting it? And the lower you go in the hierarchy, what will happen? The more and more trust is destroyed. So virtual is next. What is the next one? Audio only. So you can say phone call. You can say any other examples come to mind? Podcast. Like only verbal podcast if you do. Recording. Which recording? Have you seen WhatsApp recordings? Voice notes. When I say voice notes. So any verbal, what are the senses that are here? So the senses here are, your eyes are not triggered, only your ears are triggered. Other person, right? What is not triggered? Eyes, smell, skin is not triggered. Is everybody okay with this? So yes, no. Fine. Last one. What is the last one? Excellent. Brilliant. Text is the last one. Okay? Text is the last one. So text means what? Written text, handwriting. Written text means typing text, huh? Like computer typing, like on laptop, on WhatsApp and all of that. Next is handwriting, so on and so forth. Here, what is triggered? To some degree, can I say eyes are triggered? Partially. Partially eyes are triggered, right? Not all of it. It's not a visual. You have to read and comprehend it. So I am saying only partial. Okay? So I'll say yes. That too not fully. Definitely ears are not triggered. Definitely smell is not triggered. Definitely skin is not triggered. Okay? You guys got it? So you are doing, what are you doing? Which one are you on? Are you in 1, 2, 3 or 4? What are you doing mostly? Sorry, somebody said what is online. Okay, so online means I beg your pardon, with video on. With video on. Okay, guys, small correction. This is video is on. With video on. So that could be Zoom, Google Meet, so on and so forth. Okay. What are you doing? Are you doing 1? Are you doing 2? Are you doing 3? Or are you doing 4? Which one are you doing mostly? You're doing 2 too. When you're selling, what are you doing? There we go. Brilliant. You are doing 2, 3, and 4. So let's look at products. When you're selling a product, so let's say you are selling something very, very high ticket. Let's look at all the high ticket products. When it's an arranged marriage, let's say marriage is actually like a very, very massive outcome, right? Are you preferring to meet a person 1, 2, 3, or 4? When my brother's marriage was going on proposals, did we do 1, 2, or 3, or 4? The most important, first one. Type in the chat box. You always did 1 because you've got to build the trust very fast. Okay. So let's take another high ticket product, for risk of transaction. When you're buying a big house, 3 BHK, are you going to buy virtually 2, 3, or 4, or are you going to buy 1? You're always going to buy 1. You want to visit because it's a high ticket product. When you're trying to buy a big car like a Mercedes Benz, you want to visit it, drive it, test drive it, 1, 2, or 3, or 4. Always 1. Okay. So depending on the cash you have and the value for the transaction, you have to segment out what is going on. Is everybody clear about that? How many of you want to know an advanced trick? Type A in the chat box. So this really depends. There's a new company in US called Open Door where houses you can buy online without even visiting. Okay. People in US have so much money that they don't even need to see a house. How many of you are mind blown by that? Type MB in the chat box. Okay. There are houses in the US. There's a site where you can buy the house, not rent, not vacation, buy. Okay. So that's the how much about money. So the guy who's throwing away the money doesn't have really that much cash. Has so much that he's not, or he trusts the platform so much. Okay. When you buy a second-hand car in the US, second-hand car, there are sites where you don't even have to visit. What does that mean? The trust is there on the platform. Did you guys understand that? That's an advanced concept. Type MB in the chat box if you're genuinely mind blown. Even in India, few second-hand car platforms have come where you can online purchase, but it is not as much as in the US. So depending on the transaction and the platform, these things are happening. Is everybody okay? Me telling slightly of like advanced concepts? Okay. So coming back to us, in our high ticket sale, because it's a 3 lakh product, 5 lakh product, or 1.5 or whatever it is, you are already not meeting the person. So you're at advantage or a disadvantage. You're at advantage or disadvantage. Type A if you think it's advantage, type D if you think it's disadvantage. You are already at slightly a disadvantage because you're not meeting the person. But that is also an advantage for you because you can scale. Meeting a person takes a lot of time, effort, and all of those things. So there are benefits and there are cons to this as well. Okay. But the best benefit is you can scale. So you want to build the trust as fast as possible in the least amount of time. This is the methodology. Okay. Try to be on a video with them. As many shots of video. What are all the possible ways of being on video? Can everybody tell me? Tell me all the examples. So yes, tell me the examples of all the opportunities for you as a high ticket salesperson to do video. Tell me one by one. Give me some examples. Give me 1 or 2 examples. Zoom, Google Meet, WhatsApp, then Zoom Cloud. Okay, great. So what are the fastest ways for you to give remote? One of them is Zoom with video on. If your video is off, what are you telling the other person? If your video is off, what are you signaling to the other person? If your video is off, or if your video is not centered, it's not even about confidence. That is number one. If your video is off, you're telling that, do not trust me. I don't trust myself, so you don't trust me. You're getting it? Did you guys understand? We just saw that sale comes on trust. Now, if you don't trust yourself, will the other person trust you? No. Next, what are the other opportunities to be on video? Next, Zoom with video on. Next is Zoom or Google Meet, or everything is the same. Try to use only Zoom. WhatsApp. How can you do video? WhatsApp video call is there. What else is there in WhatsApp? Anybody? So for WhatsApp, anybody? What else is there in WhatsApp video apart from video call? Video is of the face, guys, not of the products. How many of you have seen WhatsApp video sending? You can send a WhatsApp video send note. Have you seen that? Camera plus button plus on. You can see that, right? How many of you have sent WhatsApp video? There's a small button on WhatsApp. If you see that, there's a video button. You guys got it? It's there or not? Don't see it now. So if I tell the same thing, hey, my name is Jayant. Suppose if I say the same thing, hey, my name is Jayant, or whatever, this product is really good. Which of these medium is the most powerful? Meeting in person and telling you, sending it on Zoom with a video on, or leaving a voice note or a phone call, or typing on text? 1, 2, or 3, or 4. Which is the most powerful for the same effort? So first is the most powerful. Absolutely. So we're not talking about 1. If you don't have 1, what is the most powerful? 2, 3, or 4? 2 is the most powerful. Okay. So for every opportunity, try to send a video. Why? You want to maximize building trust and money and decrease amount of effort. You guys got it? Type MB in the chat box if you are mind blown. So if you type a person, hi, do you think he's going to trust you? Or if you send him a video of saying hi, which is he going to trust you more? Sending a video is the most important thing. Okay. Next, if you can't send a video, then you do a voice call or a phone call. Most people send a text and expect a sale. There's no trust. Why will it happen? You guys got it? That is the order of the trust. And as the product cost increases, the trust has to be built more. Trust is the most important, not the product. Trust begins on the medium. You guys got it? Good. Excellent. Next. So we completed lead score. Sorry, we completed the basics of the lead score. Next, let's look at lead score. Okay, suppose now leads are coming in and the flow is very simple. Step one, they all click on my meta on an ad, and the ad has meta or YouTube or whatever the case is. Okay, they all click on the ad. Then they attend my free webinar or a bootcamp, 3-day bootcamp, free webinar. Everybody clear about this? Next, and then they come on my Google. They in the free webinar, what they had to do, they had to register for a Zoom, and then they attended the webinar. Some of them purchased and some of them did not purchase. Everybody clear with that? Now, there's an ad, there's a webinar, and they have sort of come here. Now, in this, the first thing is sales sheet or a Google sheet. So this is step one. This is step two. And this is step three. How many of you understood the flow? 1, 2, 3 type in the chat box. Google Sheet is just a sheet with all the name, information, and everything. You guys got it? Cool. Now, if a person clicked on an ad, the ad is like 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes. They clicked on the free webinar and they clicked on the sales sheet. Okay. Now, there are two kinds of, let's look at the ad. What is ad? Ad is advertisement. Okay. Let's look at what is an ad. There are two kinds of ads. One ad tells you to attend it for free. How many of you remember free? Type free in the chat box. One is a paid. What is a paid ad? Maybe I've asked you guys, or maybe some of you paid 49, some of you paid 99, some of you paid 499, some of you paid 999, whatever it is. Okay. Who is the more serious person in this? Okay, I'll just write 3 of them. 49, 99 or 499? Oh, sorry. Who is more serious? Free or paid? Type F you think if it's free. Type P if you think it's paid. Paid guy is having more trust or less trust in the system. Paid guy is having more trust. Remember, it's all about the trust. Okay? It's all about the trust. Now, within paid, who is more serious? 49, 99 or 499? $499 is more trustworthy. I mean, sorry, he has more trust on us. Okay, you guys clear? Good. Now, let's look at one more small definition before this. A lead can be two things. Suppose a person went to Starbucks, he bought one coffee, and he's coming back next time. Is he more likely to trust Starbucks or a brand new person who just came there? Who's more likely to trust? Brand, if type B, if you think it's brand new person, or type O, if you think it's the old customer. So, can I tell you a story? So, there is this very addictive coffee, chai place in Hyderabad called Cafe Nilofer. I don't know if you guys know about Nilofer. Type N in the chat box. I went to Nilofer once in, I think, 2019. A friend of mine or somebody had introduced me to that. I went there and I've never stopped going there. I'm really addicted to it. I don't know why, but I think they mix something also. Maybe it's illegal. But I'm addicted to Nilofer coffee. Chai, Hyderabadi chai. One of my friends, he came from Pune. His name is Rohit. He flew in from Pune because there was a business meeting. And I asked him to take the Hyderabadi chai at Nilofer. He didn't purchase. He was like, no, eat. For Nilofer, that business, who is a better lead? Me or Rohit? Type J if you think it's J. Type R if you think it's Rohit. It's always going to be J. Why J is better? So J was a customer. Customer means what? He's a repeating customer or a previous customer. So jargon. Many people in industry call it repeating customer, previous customer, existing customer, old customer, new customer, bata customer. Okay, that is called the concept of customer. But I call it customer only. Okay, so don't get confused. Prospect means Rohit was a prospect for Cafe Nilofer. He never transacted with Nilofer. He never had the chai at Nilofer. So he is not having trust with Nilofer. Type R in the chat box if you understood the concept of prospect. Prospect is somebody who has not bought the thing yet. You're building the trust. So by the way, Rohit flew back. He never had Nilofer cafe chai. Is it making sense? Simple example. Lead is only of two types. One is a prospect or a customer. Prospect is anybody who has digested the previous content. Okay? Like it could be a previous customer, he's transacted, so he has belief in the system. Okay? Prospect. Sometimes, just sometimes prospects can also have digested some previous, this one. They could have had a lower purchase. So maybe they took, a basic course like 4,999 or 2,999 or some starter course, or they could be a YouTube subscriber. Also called organic. Are you guys understanding this? YouTube subscriber or IG subscriber, so on and so forth, Facebook subscriber, something, follower, or he has followed, in this case, maybe Nilofer's Instagram account. So this is somebody who is, sorry. I beg your pardon. This is wrong. This point goes here. Customer is somebody who has transacted, okay, lower purchase or YouTube subscriber or email list since a long time. Give me one sec, guys. Okay, based on the transaction, you can classify the lead or based on the interest also. Okay. So interest is warm or cold. Somebody who is cold means what? Okay, so I'll tell you one story. How many of you want to know a story? So there was this very nice sir that long time ago I had clicked on his ad and I saw that interview 2.5, 3 years ago with another mentor of mine, and I did nothing. Like I never saw it. But after 2 years, 6 months ago, I saw an ad on YouTube and I clicked on it and I went inside. I checked him out. Then it was like, face is a little familiar, right? Then what happened is I understood that somewhere in the back of my mind, I had followed him, Suresh Manshirmani. And I clicked on his YouTube, it was 99 rupees. I went on his webinar, then I went on the 3-day challenge, and then I bought that course, 18,000, and then I went and bought the 4 lakh course. Now, in the lead journey, my own lead journey with Suresh sir, 2022, was I a cold or was I warm? Type C if you think I was cold. Type W if you think I was warm. I was absolutely cold. Cold means I didn't know him much. I saw just somewhere something and it went in the back of my mind. But 22, 23, 24, 2024, when I was coming back from the park running, YouTube targeted an ad and I clicked on his 99 and I paid that. Did I start becoming warm at that point? Type W if you think. The minute I finished the 99 rupee transaction, I became warm. Type W in the chat box. Yes, W, or was I still cold? I started becoming warm. Now, once I paid 18,000 rupees for his 3-day webinar, was I warm or super warm? Type W if you think I was warm. Type SW if you think I was super warm. I was super duper warm. I suddenly started searching for him. I suddenly started researching about him. I suddenly consumed all of his YouTube content. He had 1 million followers because of company taking public and all that. So it's very relevant there. And then suddenly started becoming very deep. Next, on his 3-day bootcamp, I purchased flat out the 4 lakh product, 3.86. Was I super warm or ultra warm? Type SW if you think I was super warm. Type UW if I was ultra warm. Is everybody understanding these slow, small things? Lead intensity changes. Great. So I started becoming ultra warm for him, for his product, etc. So does everybody understand how you can classify a lead based on interest? Type I in the chat box. Okay? Type I in the chat box. Now, did everybody understand how you classify it based on transaction? If the person already took a course of mine or anybody else, he is a customer. Nilo, for example, when Jay and Rohit went to Nilofer, Jay was already a customer, so he'll keep buying the 150 rupee chais, 100 rupee chais. Type if you understood based on the transaction, if you understood based on the lead interest. Okay. Now, let's look at interest based on, this is content consumed. How many of you are enjoying this? Type E in the chat box and you're learning from this. These are all small secrets, concepts, but are very important. So based on content consumption, cold or warm, you can segregate. Typically, so is it easier to sell and build trust to a cold audience or a warm audience? Type C in the chat box or W in the chat box. Warm audience is important. Now, warm has different segregations. Is it easier to sell to a warm audience or a super warm audience? Super warm, right? Now, let's segregate a lead based on attention. So this is the most important concept. Okay. If a person attended, so there was this one time when I attended a webinar and this Siddharth Rajshekar's webinar, and I attended the full webinar 2021. But around so it was the morning, 11 o'clock, and I had some work also. I think I was dropping my father somewhere. He started at 11. By 12:25, he gave the pitch. Pitch means about the product. It was a 7,000 rupee product at the time. Eventually, it went to 7,000 rupees was the base cost. At the 85th minute, my father kept calling me. Like I had to leave. But at the 85th minute, he gave the link. So at the 85th minute, roughly. So first thing, let's see. I went and I purchased the course for, it was nominal, 7,000 rupees or 8,000 rupees. If he had given me the pitch at the 60th minute, do you think I would have purchased? Yes or no? Likelihood. Probably not. Let's see, let's investigate. Suppose a person attends a webinar and one person, let's take the same example. Rohit dropped at the 10th minute, but the second person, Jay, was there till the 60th minute. Who is more likely to purchase the product? Rohit or Jay? Type R if you agree with me. Rohit who dropped in the 10th minute, or type J if you're J is more likely to purchase because he was there. Okay, so the more time you are, the more likelihood there is. Okay, so during the webinar, more time is a great indicator. Okay, great indicator of the intent of purchase. Now, after webinar, so another story. So there's a course I bought from again a very nice webinar and all of that. The guy called me. So it was a very good webinar. It was on independent directors for public companies and all. And the lady called me after. I attended the webinar at a 3-day boot camp, and I think she called me after 17 days. 17 days, 2 full weeks. Do you think I bought the course or no? Yes or no? Of course not. There was a webinar I had attended for an AI course, very good course. I attended the webinar. I attended it. The lady called me, and I swear to God, I got the webinar. The lady called me Sunday, 5 minutes as soon as I dropped the webinar. Do you think I bought the course? Yes or no? Type Y if you think I bought the course. Type N if you think I didn't buy the course. I absolutely bought the course. Why, Shiva? Shiva, go for it.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
No, a lady bought the course. Sorry, I bought the course. I was saying, I'm asking you a question. Why did I buy the course? As soon as the lady called me in 5 minutes.
You said the course was super. Then you.
No, in both cases, the course was superb.
It's immediate call. So you have it's within 24 hours. You know about the webinar.
Okay, Ravi. No, so okay. In case one, the independent directors, both were good courses. The first person called me after 2 weeks. In the other case, the person AI course, both are equally good. In 5 minutes, the lady had called me and I bought it. Why, Ravi? Ravi, you're on mute. Yeah, unmute.
Because you are a cold customer, sir.
You're a?
Cold customer.
Okay. Prashant? Charan? Prashant, you should okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Charan, I know you're in meetings. Prashant.
Sir, travels, I'm not hearing fully. Bits and pieces I heard. I missed it.
Okay. Anirban.
Because you are warm at that point in time.
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Because you are super warm. Because you are in the mind. So studies have shown the first 5 minutes you are super warm, super interested. After that, what happens? So there's more than a 90% chance of conversion, no matter what, if you just give the offer. The first 5 minutes of the ad on the webinar, whatever it is, the event has occurred. 90% chance of conversion. And after that, it's an exponential decay. It's an not linear, exponential. Within the first 15 minutes, so that is 5 minutes, sorry. First, I think first 1 hour, let's take the first 1 hour, the chances start becoming 50%, and there's an exponential decay. After 24 hours, it just starts becoming 10% or so. And then after that, beyond that, after everything, it's just diminishing. Did you understand that? 24 hours ke baad, I think it's 1 week and later or so. Yeah. After that, it's less than 5%. Is everybody clear with that? Type 100 in the chat box. Why? They will say, oh my God, life happened. Kids, mother-in-law, it is raining. Power went. First 5 minutes, it's all attention economy. You are fighting for attention. In my case, did I not want to be independent director? That was the product. Yes or no? Type Y or no. I wanted to be independent director. I like that course, but I just forgot about it. Why? My LinkedIn, my YouTube, my own battles start coming. Okay? So you're fighting attention. You're not fighting the product. Did you guys understand that? And how many of you were genuinely mind blown? Type MB in the chat box. The greatest salespeople, it is in a buying zone. Can I tell you one more story that will blow your mind?
Yeah.
So, around 1.5 years ago, I used to swim a lot at IIT Madras. In fact, Madras has an Olympic pool. So I was very fit, because swimming will really get your body very like. So I'm like 5'11". I got my uncle's frame and all. So I was really ripped. So I wanted to get back to that in Hyderabad. I enrolled into a swimming pool. Are you with me? Type S in the chat box. So at that swimming pool zone, in that swimming pool, so I enrolled in a swimming pool. The guy had 650 rupees of monthly, this one, 650 or was it 1500? I forgot. Maybe 1500, okay? 1500 a month for classes. Then you know what that lady immediately said? The lady who was enrolling me there. She was a nice person and she just said, okay, do you want swimming? One day free trial, you come. So I took the free trial. Next day I came back. I liked it. So I was like, she was like, okay, do you want to join the monthly pass or the like 6 month class? I was like, no, I'll try the monthly. So she signed up for monthly. Then immediately she looked at me and you know what she said? I was there in the shop. What did you think she said? Anybody? So I went and she said, okay, what is your name? Jayant Rasanjati. Okay, J-A-Y. Sir, do you want the swimming cap? We have beautiful swimming caps. I was like, yeah, okay, I want swimming cap. And then she's like, sir, we also have very nice colored swimming trunks. I was like, it's here only, no. So let me just take that. And then I was like, okay. Then she was like, sir, you're anyways taking monthly pass. You're going to be swimming like 12 times, right? And you're wearing contacts, no? Why don't you take the swimming goggles? Zup, that also happened. I was like, oh, okay, fine. Do you know what my bill was? Anybody type chat box. What do you think is my bill when I came out of that? My bill for the swimming when I went there. In that 10 minutes, of course, I did the free trial and I came. In 15 minutes, that lady made me completely transact. Yeah, 7,950 rupees. What just happened there? I was in a buying zone. How many of you are mind blown by that? Type MB in the chat box. Now, you might be telling, oh, it's unethical, it's nothing. No. That's how most companies make money. Understand the money model. Did you understand that? Beautiful swimming pool, well maintained. That's how they run the company. Now, how many times did I go for swimming? I only went 2 months. After that, I forgot about it. Okay. But do you understand that? Same thing happened to you also. How many of you remember such a similar example? When I say swimming, it could be anything else. It happened with me in kickboxing also. Type 100 if it happened to you. And type MB if you're genuinely mind blown. There is a short window of period when a person is very hot. After that, they will die. In the sense that experience will die for this activity. You're getting it? We are not in the painkiller market. We are in the vitamin market. Swimming, kickboxing, education are all vitamins. Dog bite, diabetes surgery, accident surgery, all painkiller market. How many of you want to know advanced secret? Type A in the chat box. Advanced secret, that is why pharmaceutical companies who sell painkillers are 7 times larger than vitamins. Because people will never learn. People love to get pain and hurt. That is an advanced secret. So the painkiller market is significantly larger than the vitamin market. We are in the vitamin business. We are in luxury business. Understand that. Did you guys understand that? How many of you are genuinely mind blown by that? Okay. Did you understand that? It's a very deep concept, but very subtle. Unfortunate, but it's subtle. That's the thing. And businesses need money. You need money to survive. Beautiful swimming pool. I don't have a regret, but that's how it is done. Okay. If you don't ask for the swimming goggles, would I have purchased the swimming goggles somewhere else? Of course, yeah. Some shop I would have purchased. Did you understand that? Swimming trunks, would I have purchased? Yeah. After a week, I would have felt very bad with the old trunks. Somewhere I would have purchased. But she maximized there. I have smart respect for her. Did you understand that? You have a small window of opportunity. Person is in the buying zone. You have to nail it. Did you understand the fundamental of sale? You are not in the painkiller market. Can I give you an example? When my dog bit me, and my dog bit me 15 times, me and my mom, that guy is a rascal. I immediately went first time to emergency. And I got a injection and all that. Wouldn't you guys go? Type D in the chat box. Type D in the chat box. My cousin, she's in the army. Genuinely, she is my mother's first cousin. Her name is Padma. She's in the army. She's a lieutenant general. When you see her, no, she has like great physique and all of that. When the car door was shut, right? Car door, sometimes for some function event, car door was shut. Her hand was there, and she got a lot of, like, normally if I keep my hand, I'm gone there. Do you think she yelled or no? It's a serious problem. Do you think she yelled or no? Like she screamed for that pain. Yes or no? She is an army, practicing army lady. Car door shut on her hand. Do you think she screamed? Yes or no? Think carefully and answer. She didn't scream anything. What does this mean? Not in front of others or something. She didn't scream. She is trained to take the pain. She has a higher tolerance of pain. She's trained to take the pain. I was not trained to take the pain for the dog bite. Did you understand this small concept? You got it? What does this mean? When the person is in the highest deprivation of pain, they will make a decision. When the dog bit me, I was so much in pain that I felt I went immediately to the hospital and paid money. She did not feel the pain. She never went to the hospital or the ER. How many of you are mind blown by this? Type MB. Are you understanding? People make the decision at the highest point of deprivation or the pain, not at the least point. Did you guys get it? If a person has attended the webinar, he's clicked the ad, he filled the Zoom, is he at the highest point of deprivation of pain or the lowest point? Type H if you think is the highest, type L if you think is the lowest. He's at the highest point of the pain. So he's more likely to make the decision. Did you guys understand this? It's very, very deep. That's why you got a call in the first 5-10 minutes, not after an hour. After 24 hours, after 1 week, 3 weeks. Does the pain vanish? Yes or no? Does the pain, in this case, it's make money online, right? High ticket sales is make money online. For AI blockchain or AI Python with data science, it's about upskilling, which is salary increment. So each has different pains. The pain will be gone. Okay? The pain will be gone. Dog bite is a different example. Pain also you can get used to with training or something. That's why dog handlers don't get pain. They don't rush. Commandos don't have pain in army. But you and me will get pain. Did you guys understand that? Pain is a function of the mind. How many of you are genuinely mind blown with this advanced concept? Type 100 in the chat box. So you can't call them much later. You have to call them immediately. Got it? Okay. Shiva, what did you understand? You want to repeat? Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, and no need. I got the thing.
Now, what did you understand?
See, the person wants to feel the pain. That is the time for sale.
Yeah, good. Prashant, what did you understand? Excellent. Prashant,
What I understand is that less than 5 minutes, 90% chance of conversion. That is the most striking point. And we are in vitamin business, not painkiller business, but we have to make it a kind of a pain imbibing business. We have to transform the nature of the offering, or at least make them perceive that way.
very good. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. No, you are genuinely transforming. Because calls, etc., you are either the IIT Madras product or this product, etc., you are transforming. Okay. The swimming pool lady did do the right thing. If you don't have money, profit won't come. If you don't have profit, you will get stressed. How many of you are stressed when you don't have money in the bank? How many of you felt that or are feeling that? Type R in the chat box. It's a real thing. Unless you are Sadhguru or like when I was at Vipassana, I didn't feel that. Unless you are trained to be, some people are there. My advisor's sister renounced everything and she went to an ashram. You might have some people that in family. She doesn't care about money. Do you guys understand what I'm talking? Type Y in the chat box if you at least understand. You might not be that. Many people are okay with not having money. Absolutely. Sadgurus and maybe not Sadguru, but like in his ashram, other ashram. That's a different aspect. But if he's on this call, he wants to make money, or he wants to upskill, or he wants to lose weight. If you're selling diet, if you're selling whatever coaching, maybe he wants to teach people. The pain is there. Dog bite was my pain. Swimming, I wanted to get ripped. That was the pain. Did you guys understand this? Okay, cool. Okay, with that, we come to the end of, towards the end of the session. Okay, what I want you to do is, now the test. All I want you guys to do is very, very simple. The first test is I am only going to tell it once. Is everybody ready with that? Type R in the chat box. I will not repeat it. The first test is you will go. How many of you have submitted the first assignment? Type A in the chat box. Type A in the chat box. You will submit the first assignment form as it is. Okay? Submit the first assignment. It is in the section of first mission assignment. You guys clear about that? Submit the form. Plus, what you're going to do is, the following call, Kiran Beta, the following call of Kiran Beta, okay? You will watch it, you will review it, and the first 10 minutes, if you've already done it, do it again. You will watch the first 15 minutes. Wait. Okay. Don't, the first 5 minutes, his mother has cancer and all that. That is not the pain pertaining to this. Okay. So you ignore that part. Watch it, everything. What is his financial pain? You will tell all of that. You will tell, basically, you'll watch this section for the first 20 minutes only. What is his financial pain? What is his career pain? Those you are going to email me by tomorrow. If you do it by today 10, you get the bonus. By tomorrow 10 is the cutoff. I repeat, did everybody understand this? Type R if you have understood it. The second call, you will review. Ignore the part about his mother's cancer because he told me that before itself. That is fine. But his career pain, he has come for the high ticket sales course. Okay. The meaty section. Okay. The step-by-step framework, how I do. You will, till that first 20th minute, 21st minute, you will watch it. And you will tell me on email what his pain is. And all of the notes I write, you will hand type and write in the email. Are you clear about that? Like if I'm writing he's from Wipro, you will write that. If he's transition manager, you will write that. 15 plus years of experience, you will write that. Managerial role, you will write that. Data center cloud, you will write that. Transition transformation, you'll write that. Infrastructure banking, you'll write that. US, UK, you can write. Write each of those points. Then second point. Finish the first point. Then second point. Target 50 lakh income, 6 months. Mother's health, streamline focus, skills. Technical, so on and so forth. Okay. Write his pain. Is everybody clear about that? I'll get 2 people to tell me what both the homeworks are. Who can tell that right now? Type R in the chat box if you can tell me that. Repeat it back to me. By tonight 10 o'clock or latest by tomorrow 10. No extensions will be.
Sir, can you repeat how to go to that page?
So the assignment is first mission assignment here at forms. Okay. Take a snapshot of this. Just take a snapshot of this. You finish the snapshot, type S. You finish that? Okay. Next, once you submit the assignment, you will get the 5,000 or the 4,999 pixel test cashback, which I'll tell you how to redeem. Next, the closer recordings. Go to that bonus closer recording. Take a snapshot of this. When you go there, take the second lecture, second call. Okay. This is the 1.5 lakh. He's paid the 30,000 on the call itself. Okay. The first 20 minutes you will review. Ignore the part about his personal life, about his mother's cancer. That is a personal pain, but he's come for the high ticket sales course. So you have to focus on the professional pain. When you go here, I have a mind map open. I neatly write everything. I want you to write everything. Wipro, transition manager, 15 plus years of experience, managerial role, data center, cloud. If you use ChatGPT or anything else, your assignment will be struck down. I want you to type and write it. Cloud, transition transformation, infrastructure, banking, USA, UK. Because I will call out randomly next time and I'll ask you to reenact this. Okay. So this is a live call close with me and Kiran. Client facing role, role transition, delivery managers, what customer is getting from Wipro, Loop and technical SMEs, steady state team, 6 to 8 months, 30 lakh CTC, 5.5 last year, hike, 14%. Yes, kids, spouses working in Infosys, web methods, data migration, Hadoop, He has a 10th class son and a 4th class daughter. Target income is 50 lakhs. He's making 25 lakhs. 6 months. Mother's help. Streamlined focuses on challenges. Skills. He's a technical director. Promotion. Customer facing. 35 lakhs CTC is his, this one, I think. Yeah, 35. August end. Liquidity. He has a problem, which is money, shortage, son's education, and dip into savings. Okay, first 20 minutes. Is everybody clear about this? Type 21 in the chat box for the 21 minutes. By tomorrow 10 a.m., even a minute late, it's gone. You won't get the points.
Say that assignment part I have done already. I need to do again.
Only directly here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So if you submit by today, you get the bonus. And additional 10 points you get. 5 points you get. By tomorrow, if you submit, you get 20. I want it written like this. In an email. You will email me this. How will you email me? Very simple. Can I show you how to email? So you will write down physically the typing. So I will show you live. So Kiran, pain points or background, okay? Wipro, transition manager, 15 plus years of experience. Managerial. The entire thing I want. Then target 50 plus lakhs, like that. Are you clear about this? Everything, okay? You're going to keep the customer ahead. You'll understand this lead. Was he a customer prospect? And I'll ask you questions about him without seeing you have to tell me. Everybody clear? Cool, awesome. So if you enjoyed this session, what I want you to do is do 2 things. You get additional 5 points for this. Okay. Okay. If you have really liked the session, and what you can do is you get additional 5 points if you do this, right? What I want you to do is go to my request is please give us a 5-star rating and just write this. Hello. Okay, I learned a lot from today's session. I learned a lot. Just leave a genuine review. You can use this template or not. That's fine. I learned a lot from today's high ticket sales session. Write specifically the top 2 to 3 things that you have written, right? And if you've finished Trustpilot, if you've finished Google reviews, please do it on Instagram and YouTube and tag me. So on my Instagram, my socials
Sir,
are.
will you send the link for it, all these 4? Because we don't know how to search and give it.
I'll give you. 1 second. So my Instagram is I am J Sethi. And my YouTube is High Ticket Sales AI. Okay. Right. I'm going to give you a free, amazing resource I follow every day. It's an amazing resource by Cole Gordon, one of the best high ticket sales closers in the world. How many of you want that? Type C in the chat box. It's a free bonus, but only if you fill this and you learn. Tell me to the best reviews, I'll give it. And you have to finish the review by 9:30 in the next 14 minutes. Okay. Now, Trustpilot link I'll give you here. And write a genuine review, yeah. Okay, please give 5-star because it'll attract more people. Google reviews also I'm giving you here itself. If you finish Trustpilot, Google reviews, you can't do more. Just go to Instagram and this one. So I've kept you the reviews here. Write a genuine review. The best review gets the award. And Instagram, my social is this one. And you have to tag, okay? If you don't tag, there's no point. You guys know how to tag, no? Oh, sorry, my Instagram is high ticket sales with AI. Okay, I've given everybody the links on the chat. Deadline for this is 9:30 and post it on the WhatsApp. Post it on WhatsApp. Okay, just the images. 9:30, you have 12 minutes. The time starts now. Any questions? Anyone? Okay, let's take a quick summary of people of what they learned, and I'll put this on the channel. Cool. Shiva, what did you learn? Top things.
I will learn that to find out who is the prospect, who is customer, what is cold, warm, what is warm lead, what is cold lead. That
Okay, Anirban sir, what did you learn?
Yeah, the one thing which I